Hello and welcome back to Fan Screens. For today's video, we will be going to talk about the top 5 best gaming CPUs and best processors of 2022. Let's get started. Intel Core i5-12400. The Intel Core i5-12400 may not be the most intriguing chip among the 12th generation Alder Lake processors, according to some. However, it is actually a fantastic gaming processor with remarkable overclocking capabilities. The best of all, it isn't outrageously expensive. The same Alder Lake secret sauce that gives the Core i9-12900K and Core i5-12600K their competitive edge also powers this processor. It is a 6-core CPU and one of the best value gaming chips available as a result of Intel's concentration on the mid-range market. The i5-12400 has some considerable multi-threading muscles for the money thanks to its choice to enable hyper-threading and its whole range of CPUs. Even though this CPU lacks the additional efficiency cores that provide chips like the Core i9 and Core i5 more adaptability, it nevertheless performs admirably because of the Golden Cove architecture found inside its solely performance-focused cores. The 6 highly effective performance cores are more than sufficient for a dedicated, low-cost, highly effective performance cores, and are more than sufficient for a dedicated, low-cost gaming CPU. Because the Core i5-1400 isn't actually designed for multi-threading, for the best use of this CPU, you are not required to use Windows 11. In terms of pure CPU performance, the Core i5-12400 is quite outstanding. Despite the absence of efficiency cores, it offers excellent single-core performance and strong multi-threaded prowess. How the Core i5-12400 compares to the top 11th generation CPUs is what really emphasizes the power of the Golden Cove micro design. The Core i5 outperforms the Core i9 almost everywhere. The 2 extra cores of the Core i9-11900K are only utilized in programs that are extremely multi-core focused. The Intel Core i5-12400 is a terrific option if you're looking for a gaming processor with excellent performance at a reasonable price. When used with the appropriate motherboard, it gives a performance on par with the finest of the previous generation and has tremendous overclocking potential. Intel Core i5-12600K. For the majority of gamers, the CPU that counts most is the Intel Core i5. Although it costs less than an i7 or i9, it still provides the essential features that makes those processors excellent for gaming and is almost half the price. The Core i5-12600K, like the Intel Core i9-12900K, is constructed utilizing the Alder Lake architecture and supports PCIe 4.0, which is a substantial upgrade over its 11th generation Rocket Lake predecessors. This enables Intel to boast that it has the top gaming processor without overstating the data. In a 6+4 architecture, you get 2 sets of CPU cores. This indicates that there are 4 efficiency cores and 6 performance cores. The inbuilt UHD graphics, 770 and 20 megabytes of i3 Intel Smart Cache have shared by the performance and efficiency cores. The Core i5-10600K's performance cores are only slightly beyond the 5 GHz threshold, so you'll have to make some adjustment to get it to that point. However, Intel has promised that there is plenty of leeway of overclocking, so this shouldn't be an issue. Intel advises utilizing Windows 11 with this chip to get the most out of it, which is absolutely worth mentioning. That boils down to the hybrid architecture and a feature called the Thread Director from Intel, which enables the operating system to plan processes with a more precise knowledge of what is occurring. The fact that the CPU uses the new LGA 1700 socket is particularly notable and follows the Intel Core i9-12900K. Therefore, if your motherboard and CPU cooler are incompatible, you may need to upgrade. The Intel Core i5-12600 offers a nice compromise if you don't want the power of Intel Core i9-12900K and is a terrific option for gaming. This processor strikes a deft balance balance between cost and performance, which helps to make the entire 12th generation platform a little easier to understand. AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. One of the greatest high-end gaming processors for power users, the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X delivers the biggest generational gain in single-core performance in years. This 12-core 24-thread processor features a 3.7 GHz base clock and a 4.8 GHz peak speed. It maintains the same TPD of 105 watts and has 64 MB of L3K. The current Zen 3 architecture was created from the ground up with three main objectives, due to AMD's desire to avoid a significant rise in IPC. By distributing their workloads across a large number of cores, the first priority was to focus on single-core performance. Priority number 2 was latency. In order to improve communication between the cores and reduce memory latency, this required merging the cache-based cores into a continuous 8-core complex. The final objective was efficiency, which would deliver excellent performance while controlling temps. But AMD's greatest accomplishments really comes through in its gaming performance. Even a low-end Intel 8 700K would perform better than a top-end 3000 series AMD chip if you look at the performance of everything before the 5000 series. Therefore, for a long time, it was believed that choosing Intel would guarantee the fastest frame rates. However, these days, it's less certain because Intel may perform better in some games than others and vice versa. This significantly evens the playing field, and if you're a serious player, you'll benefit from the wider range of options currently available. The AMD Ryzen 9 5900X is a great option if gaming is vital to you and you're not wed to Intel. With 12 cores and 24 threads, it is a highly powerful CPU that surpasses the capabilities of last generation CPUs. A wide range of games should experience significant performance gains. AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. The AMD Ryzen 5 5600X is the most affordable member of the Zen 3 family, and like the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X, is built on the Zen 3 architecture. It provides every feature a AAA gamer could desire. This gaming CPU has 6 cores and 12 threads, with a base clock speed of 3.7 GHz and a top boost speed of 4.6 GHz. It is composed of a single core complex with 32 GB of i3 cache and the same I/O die as Zen 2. Like all Ryzen desktop processors, this one lacks integrated graphics, so you'll need to acquire a new graphics card or utilize your current one while waiting. This processor performs well when it comes to gaming, and like the Intel Core i5 12600K and Core i9 12900K, the Ryzen 9 5600X supports PCIe 4.0. A really nice standalone AMD Wraith cooler is included in addition to cooling the CPU. Other more specific improvements include an optimized boosting algorithm, improved memory overclocking, and a reworked cache topology that delivers a new level of power efficiency. However, if you intend to overclock, you'd probably be better off with a third-party all-in-one liquid cooler or a more durable air cooler. In fact, one of the most power-efficient desktop computer chips available right now is the Ryzen 5 5600X. The 5600X is still a powerhouse, providing smoother performance and higher minimum frame rates for unimproved overall gaming experience. But having only 6 cores, the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X is a fantastic mid-range option for a gaming CPU and offers excellent gaming performance, which shines particularly in 1080p. This 6-core processor is backward compatible with previous motherboards and keeps itself cool owing to the included CPU cooler. Intel Core i9 12900K. The Intel Core i9 12900K is the best all-around gaming CPU available right now. It has all the cores you could possibly need for serious gaming, making it the best processor available right now. The socket for this CPU has been updated. Therefore, you will need to update if your motherboard does not include an Intel LGA 1700 socket. The ROG STRIX Z690E gaming Wi-Fi motherboard with a suitable socket is provided in the box to lessen the blow and make things much simpler. This processor offers a 10 to 15% increase in performance per watt and is based on Intel's new 12th generation Alder Lakes architecture, thanks to advancements made to the processor's individual transistors. Simply put, the Ryzen 9 5900X is around 2% faster than the Intel Core i9 12900K for pure gaming performance. PCIe 5.0 is also supported by Alder Lake. PCIe 4.0 devices are just starting to gain popularity, and it will certainly take some time before SSDs and graphics cards start to fully utilize PCIe 5.0. However, the 12900K will be prepared when it occurs. 8 performance cores and 8 efficiency cores make up the CPU's 16 cores, so the performance cores are responsible for handling the heavy lifting. The Intel Core i9 12900K is a great option if you're looking for a gaming processor that offers strong performance, excellent multitasking, and the assurance of future-proofing. All background tasks are routed to the efficiency cores, so things like your browser running in the background or listening to Spotify while gaming won't slow down what you really need the performance for. You won't have to worry about anything slowing you down thanks to the redesigned chip layout and efficiency cores to power background operations. So which of the gaming CPUs and processors amaze you the most? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.